2024 is a mega election year and France has been added to that roster. Quick primer. The European Union held parliamentary elections in the month of June. President Macron's Renaissance Party lost. Marine Le Pen's far-right National Rally won. And it was a blow to the French president, so he took a gamble. President Macron decided to dissolve the parliament. He called for snap elections. There was no need for it, but I guess Macron was hoping to pull off the impossible. It would go down in history books if it worked. But right now, it's more or less backfired. Last Sunday was the first round of voting. The far right got 33% of the votes. Macron's centrists got 21%. So clearly the far right had won, but they did not get a majority, which is why there's going to be a second round. It's on the 7th of July, which is this Sunday, and Macron has gone missing. He's not been seen in public for some time now. Maybe he needs the alone time. After all, his move could lead to the win of the far right. But while Macron is silent, someone else is speaking up. This man, Kylian Mbappe. He's the captain of the French football team. Mbappe has called the results, and I'm quoting, catastrophic. The striker wants people to vote. He wants them to keep the far right away. It's a passionate appeal. But it may be too late for that, because polls show that the far right are on course for a victory. And if that happens, they will be in power for the first time since the Second World War. So it's a big deal for France. But how did the far right manage this? One man is being given credit, Jordan Bardella. He is just 28 years old. By next week, this time next week, he could be the Prime Minister of France.
I intend to be a Prime Minister of a cohabitation government, respectful of the Constitution and the office of President of the Republic, but uncompromising about the policies we will implement in the service of France and the French people.
Who is this young leader, and how did he make the far right appealing? Bardella is the son of 2 Italian immigrants. His family was not well-to-do. He was raised by a single mother. He was brought up in social housing. He lived in a Paris suburb where crime was common. It's a stark contrast from most French politicians. Most of them come from money and privilege, but not Bardella. That did not stop him, though. At the young age of 16, he joined the National Rally. Soon he got into the Sorbonne University. He was pursuing geography there, but in the middle of the course, he dropped out. He chose politics over education, which brings us to his political career. Bardella's rise up the party ranks is a fascinating tale, mostly because it happened so fast. He first, in fact, became the party spokesperson. In 2019, he was the lead candidate in the European Parliament elections. At that point, he was only 23 years old. But Marine Le Pen was impressed with him. She treated him as her protege, someone who could take the National Rally forward. So in 2022, he became the party leader, the first person outside the Le Pen family to hold this position. It is, like I said, a remarkable rise, and Bardella has one key advantage, which is his age. He has shed the party's old image. He gave it a fresh boost, and it worked. For France's older generations, the far right is associated with the Nazis and the Holocaust. But for the youth, there is no such baggage. So Bardella used that in his favor. Plus, he wooed the youth on their favorite platform, which is TikTok. Bardella has nearly 2 million TikTok followers, which is more than most French politicians. His TikTok feed is a mix of fun videos and campaigning. On one side, he drinks wine, eats a bonbon, and talks about selfies. On the other, he discusses about cost of living, his views about immigration, and France's social fabric. But there's one thing that's constant. He does all of it in impeccable French tailoring.
Je veux dire franchement, non.
Okay. Bah, c'est mieux qu'on se parle franchement. Voilà.
A few moments later.
J'aime les pommes. Je pense que sur TikTok, ils sont dans les starting blocks pour les edits avec Atal.
Now, making videos is one thing, governing is another, and that's what his critics accuse him of. They say he cares more about his looks and less about policies. Irrespective, Bardella could soon become the Prime Minister of France, all at the age of 28. But will it be a poison chalice for him? Well, history has the answer. In the last 50 years, only one French Prime Minister has gone on to become president, and that was Jacques Chirac. So can Bardella defy those odds? We'll be tracking his story for you.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished. On this today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies.